going on with Harry and Meghan? I mean, they changed PR firms so many times, one wonders who they're listening to.
Yeah, quite. Well, this PR firm has been related with Meghan for quite a while, put it that way. Meghan has been working with the PR firm when she was on that big Netflix series, The Suits. I don't know if either of you two watched that, but her publicist as well from that PR firm came to the wedding. We all remember that day very, very well. So, you know, she has been working with them for quite a while. Now, we do know that obviously when they were senior royals in the royal family, that, you know, it was very much the royal way of doing things. And then when they left, obviously, they needed an American side when they went over. And obviously, due to the fact that they are an American PR firm, that's why they stuck with them. But obviously, they've got lots of projects going on, you know, Netflix, Spotify, to name a few. I think they've left it on very good terms, but it'll be interesting now that they've left this PR firm, what their next move will be. Everyone's speculating, as they did over the last couple of weeks, and we knew this would happen after the funeral, after the dust has settled, what will be next for them. So it'll be interesting to see now what their next moves will be.
Got bucket loads of cash, haven't they? I mean, they're not short of a bob or two. Why do they need to do anything that is in the light? They said they didn't want to be in the limelight. Why do they need a PR company at all?
Well, they need someone representing them, don't they? And a PR firm sort of is that sort of person in between. And they also need constant cash coming through. I'm sure their lives aren't cheap, and they obviously need security, and they need to fund their own security, which runs into, you know, thousands and thousands of pounds, or should I say dollars, over there. So they do need people representing them. I'm just interested to see what they'll do next, because they've got Netflix, they've got Spotify, also they've got Archewell, they've now got the podcast from Meghan, which obviously went on hold due to the Queen's funeral, the late Queen's funeral. So I'm not sure really what they'll be doing next. They're so private.
Forgive me for jumping in, but I mean, things like Archewell has been just is that Meghan's own podcast or is hers separate? I don't know. I've lost track.
Hers is separate.
But she's been absolutely panned for that podcast. Now, is there a sense within all of that they're saying with a PR firm, actually, the ideas you've come up with aren't working? We're getting very negative press out of all of this rather than positive press.
I'm not sure as the reason why they're leaving. I'm sure they'll be very, very cagey about letting everyone know why they're splitting from them. But as I said, they've worked with them for years and they are leaving on good terms. And to be fair to Meghan, yes, people have slated that podcast, but it was also number one on Spotify for a few days. So even though people, you know, may not be a fan of Harry and Meghan, they still listen to absolutely everything they do, and we're still talking about it. And they very much will be aware of that, and that's what they'll be working on. And of course, they've got very, very tricky territory here, haven't they? Because in order for people to carry on buying into their brand, they need the royal titles, but they can't wind up the royal family too much because otherwise they could potentially lose them. So it's a constant balancing act, which just divides people into pro Harry and Meghan and anti Harry and Meghan. It's just it's a constant cycle, as you well both know.
Yes, it just seems that, I mean, yes, all the rumours are that they take no advice from anyone anyway. But if there is anyone trying to advise them or at least handle their publicity, whoever it is doesn't understand the British psyche, it seems to me. They're doing it in a very Hollywood way, anything to make money. You know, no publicity is bad publicity. But here back in Britain and growing in the States is this feeling that it just isn't right, some of the things they've been saying.
No, I don't think that they've expected the way that the States has gone, if I'm honest, how they've been received there. I think they thought they'd go over there and it will be sort of happy sailing, as it were, and things would change. But, you know, everyone's got their own opinion on them. And as I said, they not only split the UK, but they split they split every nation. So yes, I think it will be difficult territory now to see what they'll do next, because they've been on Oprah, they've done Netflix, they're now doing the podcast. What else can they do without winding up the royal family too much?
Take a vow of silence. That would be my advice.
Style, is it?
No.